Where my girls at? Independent, free spirit. Ooh, it's something serious. Where my girls at? We linked up in a cool minute. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right.
Here we are. I'm so excited to see everybody. We are on the air, I guess, a little early. I don't know, but here we are. Okay. Crisette, why are you looking confused? You good? Everybody good? Okay.
No, I was still hearing the music while you were talking.
Okay, well, we are here, 9:10 a.m., the Superstation, WFDF. This is Sabrina with Caterina, Crisette, and Gloria. And we're excited to be here. We're positive, powerful, purposeful, not Pollyannish. To our Facebook tribe, we see you. Thank you for being loyal. Thank you for being here. Type your name in the chat. Tell us who you are, where you're viewing from. To our radio listening audience, we know that you are multitasking. You're in the airport. You are at a picnic. You are getting off work. You're in traffic, but you have downloaded the 9:10 a.m. Superstation app, and you are with us, and we are so grateful. Well, my friends, it's a great day. It's a great day. We are on Wedding Countdown. Wedding Countdown, Crisette. Oh, my goodness. I got my wedding hair. You got your wedding hair. Gloria got her wedding hair. Caterina kind of got her wedding hair. She told us
Tomorrow. I'll have it tomorrow. I'm seeing Rodney.
All right. She's going to have it tomorrow, baby. One thing I was thinking about when I was packing, I said, these girls make me sick. You cannot play with these girls, okay? You got to have the shoes, the jewelry, the makeup. I even put on some extra brows practicing today. Y'all know we ain't been out the house in over a year. I'm telling you, I can't find my Spanx, can't find nothing, okay? But we are coming to the D, and we're excited. Today, we're talking Juneteenth because tomorrow we are on our way to Detroit, and we're going to broadcast live from the station. We're excited to be live from the station. It's going to be all things bridal, all things wedding. And so we want to know, you guys do know, we're so excited that yes, the president just signed the bill for Juneteenth to be a national federal holiday. We are so excited because last night, we didn't know if he was going to get back in the country. We didn't know when he was going to be able to sign. But when I tell you our president got busy with the business, handled the business, and now we have
Talk about him.
It's our only second holiday that is about Black history, Black folks, the only second one in the country's history. But we'll take it, won't we? We will take it. So I'm excited about that, and that is our topic. So you guys be sure to call in 313-778-7600. We want to know what you think about this new national federal holiday. We want to know how you celebrate in your city, state. I'm telling you, during my research, I found more activities, I think, than ever this year all over the country. And that's exciting to me. I know we have a long way to go. I know somebody's going to call and say, don't get too excited. What you happy for? Well, you know what? A start is a start. So here we go. Let's see. Who's my co-host? Crisette. First Lady Crisette Ellis. How's it going? Hello.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to We Got Issues. When I tell you, Sabrina, you're right. It is countdown to the wedding, I promise you, I have found my Spanx because, I've been moving and everything is everywhere. But I promise you, the first thing on the agenda is find them Spanx, okay? Repeat after me. Spanx are my friend, okay? So we will have our Spanx on, right? Absolutely. And so we're excited. I know Buddy is excited. Angelica is excited. And you know what? And I have been real cool, calm, and collective, but I'm starting to feel a little, I don't know, nervous, a little jittery. I don't know, Gloria. I don't know. How did you feel when Clutch was getting ready? Were you just cool, like, they got it, they got it? You were?
No.
I don't know.
I was not cool. No, I was not cool. I mean, you know, when people start arriving in your city and your family starts showing up, and when they start getting all excited, then you start getting all excited. It's an exciting time. You know, it's a combination of excitement, nervousness, coolness, you know, celebratory. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. You can relax though. We coming. We coming. The girls are coming.
You coming.
You got your sisters over.
You
already over there.
You got my back. You got my back. Okay. As
when
long
you fall
as
out, we'll be there to catch you. Don't be trying to faint. Don't be fainting, Crisette, okay? You know your name is Lady Crisette Cool, so don't lose the title. Do not lose the title.
Right. That's right.
I think it's good. I think it's good Buddy goes first, because when it's Kiara's turn, that's when we really gonna have to catch you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's good that Buddy is going first.
Yeah, this is a rehearsal.
But I think it's good.
This is absolutely a rehearsal. But you know, everybody is super excited, and you know, my family, my friends are coming in, and it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. So I'm excited to see you guys on tomorrow for our photo shoot, and we'll give you guys a little sneak peek into that a little bit later. But yeah, it's all good. It's a beautiful day here in the D, and I'm so excited about this topic. So I'm going to toss it over to Gloria, who is already in the D.
Oh my goodness, how could you toss it over to me? I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited to get to Detroit, my hometown of Detroit. Let me tell you something. I went to the rent-a-car place. I got on the rent-a-car bus. I started screaming to the rent-a-car bus. I was like, oh my God. He said, what is wrong with you? I said, I'm home. He said, are you that excited? I said, I'm so excited, y'all. So excited to be home. So excited. I shopped. I went to like eight different stores. And then I got to my son's house. And then we went to the school to pick up the grandkids. And then we came here. I gave him cookies, grapes, cherries, a ball for this one and a ball for that one. I am on fleek, really excited. It's beautiful. The weather is amazing, amazing. I went to the mall. I can't believe how much shopping I got done in a matter of seconds. But it's just exciting to be here. It's exciting to be here for the wedding. Look at Crisette's necklace. I'm about had it with you, okay? I'm about had it with Crisette and them necklaces. You're getting ready to steal my self-worth. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to find some more. I'm going to find some more necklaces for sure. But I'm going to tell everybody, watch our stories, y'all, our Facebook stories and our Instagram stories, because we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time today. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. We're going to have a good time on Saturday, and we're going to bring the extra. Y'all going to be like, oh my God, so many stories, but we're going to push each other to be on each other's stories, because we want you guys to see behind the scenes. What is behind the scenes with the extra? The extra is going to be behind the scenes as the force gets together for the first time in 15, 16 months. That's just nuts. Throwing it out there to Caterina Harris Earl, who went from the East Coast, went from the West Coast to the East Coast. Hey, Caterina.
Hey,
we love your shirt. We love your shirt. We love your shirt.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
Yes,
we love your shirt.
Wow. I didn't even see it. That's awesome.
My new girlfriend, Crystal and Renita, met them at Macy's on State Street. And Crystal blessed me with a shirt. Got one coming for you, Lady Crisette. And so just amazing. She's from Detroit, flies for Delta. And so she might be in the chat, y'all, telling you how you can get a shirt. I am excited.
Yes.
I told Sabrina, I didn't get to talk to you, Chris, but I told Gloria and Sabrina that this has been a good week. Biden cussed out Putin. Yeah. And the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is law. 7-2. The Supreme Court saved 20 million people from losing their insurance today.
Wow. That's a wow.
Juneteenth. I mean, seriously, y'all, when you just think about what happened this week, like a year ago, crazy stuff was happening every day, like in the week, remember? And now it's like three really exciting, good, juicy things happened today. And then we got a wedding. So I'm excited.
It's going to be awesome.
It's so good. It's so
Love
good.
the shirt.
So good to have great news. So great to have great
Right.
news, isn't it?
Right.
You guys, it's so, I mean, we were coming out of 600,000 deaths due to COVID.
Yes.
Prayers still go out for sure to those families who have lost so much. I was getting my hair done yesterday. When I really want a good cut, I go to Charlotte, and that's a 2.5-hour ride away from me. And this guy, Derekus Crawford, he's in Charlotte. He does Fantasia's hair. They're really tight. He travels with Fantasia. And she just had a baby girl. Yay, Fantasia.
Yes, she
had
did.
a baby
We
girl.
gotta talk about that. That was so exciting to watch that whole process, falling in love, falling out of love, having a hard time falling into love, finding the right person, having a baby. The challenges with that, they shared everything. It was awesome.
They shared everything. And so the baby, they're still in the hospital because the baby was born like 6 weeks early. 6 weeks early. Yep. But baby and mommy are doing great. That's the shop talk. When you go to one of those salons, they all tell you everything,
Right.
Okay? And I'm all ears.
You know it.
I know you loved it.
Yes. But I was saying that one of the assistants in the salon, you guys, I just learned so much from people who've gone through such tragic times in their life. She met me with a smile. She's going to shampoo me, get me set up before I go to the real stylist. And she said, well, Sabrina, I don't know if you know, because I know you don't come here a lot, but I lost my husband in February.
Wow.
57 years old. They have 2 beautiful kids, 11 and 17, in private schools. She is mom of the year, very family oriented. And he dropped dead of a heart attack. No heart issues or anything. Yeah. But she just blessed my soul because she was still positive. She was faith-filled. She was just still making sure that her customer service was top notch. And I said, I just have to thank you. I have to thank you. You better know I tipped her really, really big, because she said, Sabrina, people tell me they don't know how I'm going. And she said, it's a God, because I don't know how I'm going. And Chris, she's originally from Detroit. She and him are both from Detroit. And I told her I was getting ready for the wedding. And I said, you've heard of Greater Grace. Oh, you're not from Detroit if you don't know of Greater Grace. Okay, that's what she said. Okay, roll. Okay. So just, you guys, you never know what people are going through. But the moral to the story is you still show up. No matter what, this girl still showed up. And so just grateful for her and her life, her children's lives. And just think of all those 600,000 people who are facing today without their loved one. Wow. And so I'm glad that we have some good news today, you guys. We're talking Juneteenth. Juneteenth is also known as National Independence Day, also known as Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, Liberation Day, Emancipation Day. It's a holiday celebrating the emancipation of those who had been enslaved in the United States, originating in Galveston, Texas. It is now celebrated annually on June 19th throughout the U.S., with increasing official recognition. Now, you guys, a federal national holiday. So this is exciting. Hats off to Representative Sheila Jackson Lee. She presided over the House debate on the Juneteenth National Federal Holiday Bill. She authored this House bill, H.R. 1320, 12 years of advocacy. 12 years, you guys, she's been working on this.
12 years.
12 years. So to say, if you follow her on social media, she is ecstatic. She's so grateful. She's so happy. That's why she says we cannot give up. We cannot give in. We cannot be tired for fighting the good fight. And so hats off to Representative Sheila Jackson Lee out of that Houston, Texas area. We know she's a fighter, and we know that if without people in the legislation like Representative Sheila Jackson Lee, that's why we have to vote them in, you guys. That's why we have to vote them into office. So all around the country, it's a lot going on. What do you guys think about a federal holiday? You guys, we now have Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday, and now we have Juneteenth, a federal holiday. Can you imagine? That will be a holiday in the summer where we will
I was
definitely
disconnected,
celebrate
yes.
our freedom. You know, many people say, I'm not, 4th of July, that's not my holiday. That's not my holiday. And so, what do you guys think about this new national holiday?
You know, I am so excited. I loved when Biden said that this was going to make everybody pay attention. It is impossible to ignore the history when you have a national holiday that talks about it. It's going to hit you from the left. It's going to hit you from the right. So for me, it's a lot of reasons that I'm excited about this, but I'm real excited because it's another stopgap in those who want to try to ignore the truth of the history. It makes people pay attention. It makes teachers have to talk about it. It makes people who try to ignore it to stop ignoring it. It's a big dang on deal. And just the process, you guys, it's been how many years since Martin Luther King birth? I heard today, I think it was 1983 or something like that when Martin Luther King, when was it? Oh, break time.
Yeah. We're going to an early break for a special station break. Gloria, hold that thought. This is the Force of Friendship. We got issues. 9:10 a.m. The Superstation. We'll be right back. Hey, how do we know if we have callers? Hello?
Hey, you guys, I'm sorry. Everybody thought everybody else was doing the Facebook audience and nobody was doing it. But hey, you guys, it is a wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us on today. So we're talking about Juneteenth. How many of you are excited that it's going to be a new holiday? I totally believe that it's a long time coming. And, it's just going to be so interesting. I don't know how many of you were already woke to Juneteenth. How many of you already knew, what it was all about? I know that probably in the last 2 years, maybe, or year and a half, I know for me, it's been relatively recent that I've learned about what Juneteenth was all about. And so, finding out, can you believe that, the Civil War was won and that, the Emancipation Proclamation, President Lincoln had already given it, and there were still those who did not know that slavery was over. I'm telling you, that's why it's so important for us to stay woke. That's why it's so important for us to know what's going on around us, what's going on in our government, and that we're, talking in our various groups, whether it's with our family, or whether it's, with our church friends or whoever, your girlfriends. These are real conversations that need to be had. So, you know what? Stay woke. Gotta stay woke. So we would love for you guys to
All right. We're back. We're back. 9:10 a.m. Superstation WFDF with Sabrina, Caterina, Crisette, and Gloria. The gang's all here. Yes, we are. Oh my goodness, you guys. We are talking all things Juneteenth, just signed into law, a national federal holiday. And we are happy about it. We are light, love, laughter, and lessons. And so, Gloria, before we left, you were talking about the holiday and what you were most excited about.
Yeah, I was talking about the fact that the education system will now be highlighted. So many teachers and so many people have fought for such a long time to always make sure that our history is included and what's been left out. And if it's done at the surface level or if it's done deeper, because it is so important that we know our history so that we can dictate the future. So to me, for a lot of reasons, I don't want to just say it's one reason, because I believe that the celebration and the reason for this is very multifaceted. And I'm so glad she fought for this for 12 years. It just blows my mind when someone has such strong tenacity to go. Can you imagine the resistance that she had for 12 years? I mean, we need to think about ourselves and all the things that we give up on. And then you think of somebody like that goes against the resistance of the political police, the resistance of her state, the resistance of her family, the resistance of educators, the resistance of this and the resistance of that. So now that it's a national holiday, and does everyone understand that when you get a national holiday, there's national government funding behind the education, there's funding behind the celebration, there's funding. So there's a lot of things that come with the signing of that document to make it a national holiday, and that is a big deal. That's one of the things I'm most excited about.
You know what? It's interesting. At the same time, Gloria, you talk about education. This is a bit perplexing to me that at the same time, multiple states have moved to ban teaching critical race theory in schools.
That's it.
So now that the kids are going to be out of school, how do you explain to them why they're going to be out of school if many states don't want to teach critical race theory? Help me, girlfriends, with this. What do you have to say, Chris?
You know what, Sabrina, I'm so glad you brought that up, that there are so many states that are really trying to pass laws where teachers cannot teach about Black history and the history. It's not just about Black history. You got the Trail of Tears that talks about the Native Indians and all that they went through and how the land was taken from them and so on and so forth. And it's all of a sudden, we got to be sensitive. And so we got to stay woke. And what this really does tell us, and I'll be transparent and I'll be upfront. I promise you, I just recently, and I would say within the last 2 to 3 years, really found out what Juneteenth was. I had never heard about it. It's nothing, right? It's nothing that we talked about in our household. Of course, you've heard of the Emancipation Proclamation, and you heard that, President Lincoln, signed into law, and that, the slaves were freed. But who knew that there were still slaves that even didn't get the memo? And so what that says to
2
me
years later.
Exactly.
Right.
2 years later.
Right.
What that says to me is that we have to be the voice. We have to make sure that our children are woke. We have to make sure that our grandchildren are woke. We have to make sure that we're staying on top of the stuff that they're doing in Congress and in the legislature. We have to stay woke. When I tell you woke don't mean that, I didn't go, I can't sleep. Woke mean I know everything that's going on, and you better know I'm not going to be in the dark. We have to stay woke because if we don't realize what happened in the past can absolutely happen in the future, then I promise you, we're sleeping on it.
That's it. phone lines. Thank you for calling 313-778-7600. Drea, are you there? Happy Thursday. We're always glad to have you, Drea.
Happy Thursday. You know, it's really astonishing to me that they don't want to teach the African American history, but yet in the school they want us to teach about gay families and that's the family. They want us to teach that, but they don't want to teach about our people. You know, I left the school because of that, because they told me I had to teach about transgender. I had to teach about two mothers and two fathers, and that's against my beliefs. So I left the school because they told me I had to teach it. So yet I couldn't teach Black history. Wow. Now that is dangerous. Yeah. Which is not Black history. It's American history. Exactly. It's African American history. Which means that the other history that's being taught is Black history. Our history. Exactly. Yeah, well, we thank you for calling. We're living in a very different time.
And stepping away because it was against what you believe in. Many people just go with the flow. It's crazy that just to be taught to tell the truth, that we cannot tell the truth. We're not making up history. This is our history. And Black history, for sure, is American history. So we continue to fight the good fight. Drea, we thank you for your loyalty. We thank you for not being shy. We thank you for being the first to call in, always and forever. We'll talk to you. Thank you so much for calling. We're going to the phone lines again. Audrey, are you there? Audrey?
Okay, well, I do know that we want to hear from you. We don't know if you're there or not. Kevin, our board operator, can you tell us if Audrey is still there? Okay, we're just going to move. Okay, he's checking. All right, thank you. He's doing such a good job for us. We could not do it without our board operators, you guys. I'll tell you what.
You guys, I know that in my hometown, we lost her. Okay, great. Keep us posted. Audrey, please come back when you can. That it was a fight to get Black history taught in Oklahoma schools.
Period.
I mean, come on, you guys. It's 2021. What in the world? And so we just know that the parents have to speak out. The students have to speak out. We have to go to the polls. We cannot just sit back and let them dictate what they feed our children. Bernetta Washington says, every one of, bring that back up, Caterina. What does that say? What does Bernetta say? Every part of history is indigenous and people of color has been systematically erased by laws made by the groups in power. Acknowledging will require redress and reparations to many. And that's what they want to keep a secret.
I told you when I went to Mount Rushmore, that was, I was like, okay, but it was when I went across the way to, now I can't even remember what it's called, and learned about the Native American history. I was like, just to see that and put that up against what Black folks in America have dealt with, I was like, you know what? I can't tell you. It reminded me of being at the Apartheid Museum in South Africa. It reminded me of being at the African American Smithsonian Museum. Thanks to Sabrina, we had an amazing, your friend, family friend host who told us the real deal. I mean, it just, you know what I wanted to say, Sabrina, is because you asked, what do we do? How do we handle this? Or Crisette brought up about if you can't teach it in school, is it just going to be a holiday? People just going to celebrate a holiday, not know what they're celebrating. And I'm not one who likes controversy. I don't want controversy. And I love 4th of July. It's one of my favorite days with my grandkids. It's really the summer, 4th of July is real. But I will tell you that one thing I will do is wherever I am on 4th of July, I'm going to make sure that people, because I think that's what happened this past year that brought Juneteenth up, is a lot of powerful Black folks spoke up and said, do you understand why we are not celebrating the same way you're celebrating 4th of July? Do you understand that we were not free in 1776? Do you understand why I do not have a flag hanging outside of my house on 4th of July? Do you understand? And so I just think that's one of the things that I will do consistently is, and folks can't, I'm not trying to cancel 4th of July. People try to make it like you canceling 4th of July. That's not what I'm trying to do, but we have to tell the full story,
Yeah.
you know, so.
That's it. The full story. All right, you guys, I think we have another caller. Do we have a caller, Kevin? Okay, because the caller said that she was on hold. I don't know. Okay.
Sabrina,
right.
Crystal Braggs, who did the shirts. She's in the chat, so just giving her a shout out. Thanks for tuning in, Crystal, and your mom, Renita. Appreciate you. Go shout out for the young entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. Welcome, Crystal. So she's telling us where we can get those shirts in the chat?
Yes. She put it in the chat.
Hey, you guys, I have a question. When you talk about Juneteenth, because it's going to be a relatively new holiday. I know that I want to say, and Sabrina, you can correct me if you know, that there were already 3 states that was celebrating Juneteenth, and now California or Chicago?
Illinois was one. I don't know how long ago.
Texas for sure. Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to say, I want to say South Carolina, but I read somewhere that a couple of states were already celebrating it. And so in addition to what you were saying, Caterina, about, the 4th of July being your favorite, one of your favorite holidays. And it's a holiday where, people just really think of it as, nobody sits around and say, do you know what happened? The 4th of July. We've not had that conversation. Now, maybe in the Banks household or in the Earl household, you guys talk about what the 4th of July represent. But most of the time, it's the time when you get with your family, you're hanging out, barbecuing or whatever. It's family time. But I really hope that when this holiday comes around, that we will create something that's meaningful, that, if our grandkids are there, they'll be able to tell the story. So I'm excited to say, while we are celebrating on Juneteenth, we're going to take time out and let's have a discussion about why this is a celebration for people of color, for Black people.
Yeah, I think that the other thing, Chris, that I think is so interesting is because the celebration of 4th of July is taught in every single school, in every single grade, in every single situation. Even when you go by July 4th paraphernalia, the product has descriptions on it as to why it's being celebrated. That's why we don't have to talk about it. That's the hope that we do with
That's true.
Is that it's become something that is so regular, but we're far from regular, because I'm like you, Chris. I think I'm woke. We're from the city of Detroit. That's a woke city. And I didn't know about Juneteenth. And I thought that was really strange, really, really strange. So it's the way in which we make it normal, the way in which we cause everybody know that it's crazy, I think that's really important. It's important that we make that happen.
And we got to use this for the next step, because I know, as you said, Sabrina, earlier, some people will use this and say, this was the easy way. This isn't, we want reparations, we want this. But like you said, it's a start, and we use this to build on. And to educate our own, because the more Black folks that really understand, and then we get other, white folks and others to really understand, it gives us more leverage to really take those next steps that should have been taken.
Excellent, for sure. Let's go to the phone lines, ladies. 313-778-7600. Who do we have on the line?
The only caller I had at the station just hung up.
Okay. Okay. So maybe they hopefully they'll call back in. Can we
Believe
have the
it
right
was
number?
Greg.
813.
It was Greg. Greg was on the line. So Greg, please call back in. We'd love to hear.
Okay, great. We got him back. Awesome. Greg, are you
want
there?
Regina to call back in too.
I want Regina to call back in too. Hello. Hey, Greg. Hey. We got through. We got issues. We had issues getting you through, so we're glad you're here. Hi, I'm Greg Goodwin. Long time listener, first time caller. All right. That's my big brother. So, Greg, what do you think about the national federal holiday of Juneteenth? How you celebrate in Atlanta, GA? Talk to us about that. We've always celebrated Juneteenth. I've been in Atlanta, but to be honest with you, Sabrina, it's a hollow holiday right now. I mean, you know what we just went through in Tulsa? We had all the people in the world, every TV station and the radio station, but when they left us back to what it was, you know. So, I mean, we got to give it some time to see what happens, you know, but it's a step in the right direction, but is it what we want? Of course not. You know, but, you know, you got to walk before you walk, and we've been crawling a long time, and our knees are getting tired. Yeah. What kind of events, Greg? I know that we grew up in Oklahoma. Texas is real big with Juneteenth, so we've known about Juneteenth for a long time. Some of these ladies said, you know what, I didn't spend a lot of time with Juneteenth, didn't really know a lot about it. So we know Texas is one of the biggest celebrations. What's going on in Atlanta, GA? How do you guys celebrate there? There's festivals everywhere, and several, you know, Atlanta's made up of several suburbs, just like a lot of cities, and a lot of events. So there's a lot of stuff going on. You have to Google in your area to see what kind of celebrations are going on. But people have celebrated Juneteenth for years here. And you know, there's huge celebration in Tulsa. Right. We got Regina on the line. Thank you so much, Greg, for calling me. My family is so supportive. I love them. Thank you so much for being a fan of the show. Give my big brother, Greg. It was awesome. All right. Speaking of Tulsa, let's go to Tulsa. I believe we have Regina on the line. Hello, representative. State Representative Regina Goodwin. Excuse me. Yes. Regina, give us the background on Juneteenth. We talked about this last night. You took me back to Granger, and we delivered the message. So give us a little history and what's going on in Tulsa this weekend. Well, okay, so two things. One is Tulsa has a huge celebration as it relates to Juneteenth, and I always love it. We always enjoy it. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward tonight. It's going to be Thursday through Sunday, and I always achieve experience. Cameo is going to be in town tonight. We're doing movie night on the lawn. We're looking at wind tales tonight. That's a great movie. And it culminates on Sunday, where Pastor Todd and Transformation Church are going to make what they say is going to be a great contribution to the survivors that we know of, and also a number of entities there in the Tulsa community. So it is excitement galore here in Tulsa that folks are actually recognizing the three-way test to survivors, giving them their due, because they are 107 years old. And this, I tell you what, when you talk about the whole history, and I know everybody's kind of gone through those history with Major General Gordon Granger, how he arrived in Galveston, Texas, June 19, 1865, and he was there with the Union soldiers. And you all know what that was all about. It was about those states that wanted to have slavery and other states that did not. And it was a huge issue. After that was fought, he arrived for what they call General Order Number 3 to announce that enslaved persons were now free. And they called it Jubilee Day. And I still get excited, quite honestly, when I think about it, even today in 2021, what we've come through and how we've fought on. And I'll tell you very quickly, quick because I know you got other folks calling. One of my favorite quotes as it relates to that whole issue, Martin Luther King Jr. once said, if the cruelty of slavery could not stop it, the opposition we now face will surely fail because the goal of America is freedom. Abused and scorned though we may be, our destiny is tied with America's destiny. And I love that if slavery could not stop it, we should face what we have to face today. So I can encourage during Juneteenth, and it's a federal holiday. So holiday. Yes. If slavery can't stop it, Sean, that's the word right there. Is that a word? That's not little sister. We are excited about it. Regina, thank you, Representative Virginia. You always have powerful words that you leave us with. We can't thank you enough for being a friend of the show, a fan of the show. Thank you for your strength. And let me just say this. I say this, and I know we all know this, but God got us, and that's how we're able to do what we do, so we just got to keep on keeping on. Yeah, absolutely. God, absolutely. Thank you, Regina. Thank you so much. We are jubilant.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Carla, are you there? You've been so patient. Are you there with us?
Patient, are you there with us? Oh, I am. Hi there. Can you hear me okay? Yes, perfect. Can you hear me okay? Yes. Hello, Sabrina, can you hear me? Okay, I'm calling because I love y'all. Let's start right there. Every day there's something. That's so sweet. Every day there's something magnificent you guys talk about. I want to take this one and make it a little more personal. So yes, we're celebrating and not being oppressed over the oppression. We're celebrating our freedom. So it makes me go back and remember. So Joshua in chapter 4, they went back and got 12 stones to remember, not their slavery, but the victory to the promised land. So I'm thinking, what can I do to celebrate what God has done for me? So I'll take Juneteenth and yes, celebrate where we've come from, but I also think it's important for me personally to celebrate all of the victories God has given me personally in my life. Have I been set free? You better believe I have been. And I celebrate Jesus first of all, but I celebrate the other little things in my life that have happened that I've been set free from. So I thank you, ladies. And I didn't get a chance to call in yesterday, but having the men on, oh, that blessed me so. And I wanted to say that many pastors, mine included, have acted as fathers to so many of us. Love you so much, ladies. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, you guys, it's 9:10 a.m.
Chip. Girlfriends, we got another caller. Did you want to come in? Okay, we can go to the phone lines. Okay. Let's go to the phone lines. All right. Sydney, are you there?
Sydney, are you there? Hello, girlfriend. Hey, Sydney. It's Juneteenth weekend. It's the 20th. We celebrate all weekend, y'all. It's 27 birthday. So everybody say happy birthday, Sydney. Happy birthday, Sydney. Thank y'all. So it's Father's Day weekend, it's Juneteenth weekend, it's birthday weekend. You're in the big city of New York. What's going on for you this weekend? We got issues. What's your issue? Yeah, well, I think tomorrow there's going to be kind of like a festival in Brooklyn for Juneteenth. I think Rocada, the Museum of Contemporary African Diasporic Art, is like having like wellness events, yoga. The City Black Women's Library is doing a book club. There's going to be some music. So I'm super excited for that. And then tomorrow, I actually work at a big corporation, so we're off. And I kind of want to Nice. Now that's a little company, you guys. Even before it was a national federal holiday, they had given them up. And so, shout out to these companies who are being on the right side of history, right things. Wow, that's really good. Sydney, tell us a little bit about the Macau Museum, because I was not familiar with it until you educated me on the museum. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on.
1 minute.
Okay, we're going to a break in 1 minute because they have a special PSA announcement. So, Sydney, can you tell us about Macau?
Yeah, it's basically just a gathering place for people of African descent all over the diaspora. So people from the continent, people from Brooklyn, any Black artist that wants to kind of gather together and be with similar people is welcome. But I did want to just reiterate this message that I saw on Instagram about businesses closing, and so in making it a federal holiday. So it says gaslighting is making Juneteenth a federal holiday while banning critical race theory in schools, destabilizing COVID-neutral aid efforts, refusing to defund the police, and blocking reparations legislation. So I think it's kind of a conversation that's nuanced, and it's a part of a bigger conversation about equity and how we do things right.
Exactly. Oh, we're not letting up. We're not just so happy that today is a federal holiday. We got
God had a non-art.
Okay, well, that's it. Okay.
Hey, you guys, we are back. We're at a break right now. And so I hope you are enjoying the show, enjoying, the fact that we now, are going to have this national holiday, Juneteenth. And again, I like what the Carla said when she called in and she talked about she's celebrating some victories that she has, some freedoms that she has. And you know what? There was a price that was paid for Juneteenth. And as a people, we just want to always, as I said earlier, stay woke so that we do not find ourselves not in the know. Somebody said, and, we laugh about it sometimes, if you don't want Black people to know something, put it in the book. Come on, you've heard that saying before, but we want to make sure that, that we are well read, that we know about our history.
We are back. Thank you,
know
Sydney,
what's going on. So we'll be back.
Thank you so much for calling in. You made a great point. The bottom line is we've traveled a long way. To walk continues today. We can't take one step back for every 2 steps forward. We must secure our right to the ballot box, to equity, and to all opportunities. This is what it's about, you guys. I mean, don't let us get so happy about this national holiday that we take our eyes off of all of the voter suppression that's going on. And so we get that. Thank you so much for making that point, Sydney. We appreciate you calling in. All right. Girlfriends, who wants to chime in on any that we talked about?
Well, I think that one of the things that I loved that Sydney brought to bear was how social media is going to be someone who brings this to light. And that's another way that we can all keep the conversation live. I was talking to someone earlier today that was talking about the bonnet radio conversation. And they were saying that each of us has a responsibility to keep in the voice and to make sure that we put our arms around each other and lift each other up in the way that we think that we should be conducted. And so social media, Sydney read something from social media. So one of the things that we can do to make this stay alive, we have to, number one, celebrate the fact that the law was put into place today. And then we have to keep it going. It's not just on June, it's leading up to it. You know, when you do 4th of July, for instance, you start talking about what you're doing. I'm in Detroit on the news. They did this big thing about how someone's having a big barbecue for the education of the community about what Juneteenth is all about. So they're using food to invite people to their house and let them know why they're doing it. So, you know, and then that again gets on social media and then it ends up on the news. So social media is going to play a big part in what we're doing. The other thing that we talked about was, why now? Did the Black Lives Matter protests make a difference? Did us getting in the streets make a difference? Did the timing of George Floyd make a difference? Did the frustration about the politics make a difference? Did changing the political landscape make a difference? Did the awareness of racial injustice and racism, the way it has, you know, come into our face, did all of that make a difference? And the fact that she did not give up the fight. You put all of that together. I mean, do you see what has to be put together to make something like this happen?
Right.
I mean, it's just amazing. We can't get frustrated by it, but that's the truth of it. And we need to stay tight on social media, because that is where no one can stop our communication.
Yeah, I do believe,
good,
Gloria, that the
Gloria.
legislation gained momentum in the wake of the police killing of George Floyd last year. Congress has made little progress on police reform. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we should be so much further along on police reform.
Right.
And so
Sabrina.
a bill named for Floyd still remains stalled following Republican opposition. And so, you guys, we've got to be calling that state house, calling our state legislators. We have not. This is ridiculous that police reform, that George bill has not passed. Come on. You're absolutely right. We have got to keep the pressure on. ATP, apply the pressure as best we can. Caterina, what were you going to say?
So what I was going to say, exactly where you're going is, I didn't get to watch the news. I was out and about and traveling, but am I correct that this was 100% in the Senate? 100% voted in favor of this, right? So we must make sure. Am I correct? So we must make sure that this is not a pass. Like, this is, you don't get a pass that you vote in favor of Juneteenth, but against police reform, for voter suppression. Like, you cannot use this and go out and say, but I gave you a holiday.
I did
like,
my part.
Don't use this in your commercial for reelection. So it cannot be a pass. Why 100%? On this, but yet you are ignoring those other very important issues that maybe have even more teeth behind them. So that's exactly what I want to say.
Yeah.
No pass.
Yeah, Carla says the Black Lives Matter movement and marches totally have made a difference. More work to be done, keeping these concerns in our awareness at the front and at the top of our minds. Oh, keep the conversation going, ladies. We will, you guys. You better believe that we are positive, powerful, not Pollyannish. We might talk hair bonnets one day, but we ain't sleep, okay? We gonna keep the real thing, the main thing. Yes, Gloria, go ahead.
You know, the other thing that was really powerful is when he was signing the bill, to see all the Black politicians that were standing behind him and some of the white politicians that were standing behind him. You know, when you talk about togetherness, we always talk about the force of friendship, the force of togetherness, the force of the movement. And to see all those people around him, you know, one of the things that I love about the fact that Biden is president right now is that he's got such a long, deep history with everybody that's serving, those that agree with him and those that do not. He has a deep history. So they can't say, you know, I didn't like it 20 years ago and I changed my mind, without him remembering what they did and how they did it and where they were. That's why I think he was so strong when he was with the G7. That's why I think he was so strong when he was with Putin, because he has such a long, deep history. And then he surrounds himself with people that really make a difference, and he spreads his wings. So it was a very proud moment, because she did not fight that fight by herself. She fought those 12 years. And you know, where you get fortitude to fight like that is with other people who will play ball with you.
That's so true, Gloria. Good
And
stuff.
when they asked, does Black Lives Matter, did it make a difference? Speaking, I'm not just staying on this with Putin, but that's one of the things he said behind the scenes is, I don't want a Black Lives Matter movement to happen in my country. So when you get Putin talking about Black Lives Matter, is big of a statement it's made around the globe. It made a huge, huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. You guys, you got to read the letter. You got to go to this letter. I don't have time to read it on the show, but my goodness, one of the freed slaves, a letter. Look it up, because it is powerful, and it is the, let me get you his name. It's, if you look up, I can't find my notes, but.
Hey, Sabrina. While you're looking that up, you know, I love how, you know, they're calling out individuals when they don't vote for things that it's just the right thing to vote for. Yeah. And so while it passed in the Senate, there were 14 lawmakers, 14 congressmen who did not vote for it. Representative Andy Biggs of Arizona, Representative Mo Brooks of Alabama, Representative Andrew Clyde of Georgia, Representative Scott DeJarlis of Tennessee, Paul Gosar of Arizona, Ronnie Jackson of Texas, Doug LaMaffa of California, Thomas Massey of Kentucky, Tom McClintock of California, Ralph Norman of South Carolina, Mike Rogers of Alabama, Matt Rosendale of Montana, Chip Roy of Texas, and Tom Tiffany of Wisconsin. And the reason I call all of their names is so that we will know. We have to say their names so that we will know how important it is with the people we put in office.
All right, that's it. You guys, look up the letter from Jordan, Jourdon Anderson. A freedman writes his former master. When I tell you that letter is going to shake you, Jordan Anderson, a freedman writes his former master. This is it, you guys. We're signing off. Happy Jubilee weekend, 9-10 a.m. The Superstation, WFDF, the force of friendship. We got issues. We'll see you tomorrow, live from Detroit. Take care.
Bye.
Okay. All right.
Thank you,
Facebook family. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you guys are here. It was a great show.
Yes.
I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful that we are seeing a glimpse of light, because we've been in a lot of dark these last 4 years. And so I'm grateful for some things that are starting to happen, and we just must continue to fight the good fight. We will continue to fight the good fight. Girlfriend, y'all got any last words for the Facebook audience?
I'm just glad to be here. Go ahead, Caterina.
Tomorrow we are live, like really, we're going to be all together. So I'm asking every one of you to literally just call up 5 friends and say you want to come on. It'll be our first time doing the radio show from the radio station.
And it's such a great topic. It's such a great topic. Wedding, photography. I got some pictures today from someone, and when you don't get oftentimes to get the behind the scenes from the photographer. So I'm really excited about the topic, our guests. It's going to be so juicy. So many people are going to love this show.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys take care, child.
Huh?